Hello everyone, this is Flatline, and today I'm going to be doing a PvZ build order tutorial slash guide slash YouTube vid slash all the stuff. And we're going to be covering up the Naniwa slash Asan Forgate pressure into Immortal Sentry All-In. I know Naniwa was the first person to actually show it, which is why I'm giving him credit, but it was Asan that actually showed me the build, its strength, and the transition that I liked. The thing about Naniwa is that he goes and transitions into like a 3 Stargate style with that mass void ray and Zealot. And the only thing I don't really like about that build is that you're giving too much time for zergs to catch up. Because of the larva mechanic, you can easily catch up in worker count, and your attacks hit a lot later than what San does. San goes for that Forgate pressure into Immortal Sentry All-In, and it's really nice because it only gives him about 2 cycles. Then after that, he has to start making units. If he makes too many drones, he might lose. So far this build has been doing wondrous things for me in PvZ, and I thought I should share it with you in case you are going to a tournament and have to play a best of series and you need a pretty strong all-in. This is definitely one of them. Or if you want to just practice all-ins, maybe you want to practice your micro, your sentry control. This is another good build to work out with. So nonetheless, we are going to go down with the build order. So you want to go for a 9 Pylon, 13 Gateway, and 14 Assimilator. You want to put all your chronoboost dedicated to your probes till your mothership, or until 23 supply. The 23 supply, you want to make your mothership and then chronoboost that, and then after that all your chronoboost will be focused on your cyber to get Forgate as soon as possible. Alright, so 16 Pylon, and then you want to make an 18 cyber, and then at 18 supply you should be able to squeeze in a Zealot right before you have to make your 19th probe. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Chronoboost right here. After you make that Zealot, which should be around 21 supply, that probe should be rallied to Zerg's base. You want to see if he has a hatchery over here, and then you want to check over here to make sure he doesn't have a 3rd base. It's pretty much what you want to do. You want to kind of see what he wants. If he doesn't have a hatchery at his natural, then you know he's kind of cheesing you at this point, so you just might want to play a little bit safer. Anywho, 23 supply, 250 minerals. You should send one of your probes to your natural, and this is going to line up pretty nicely where once your probe gets to the natural, it's going to be able to start that Nexus for you. You want to get Forgate as well. Chronoboost the Mothership Core. I sent this probe back to my base. That was a little mistake. You actually want to keep it back over here, because at 25 supply you want to get your Pylon as soon as possible. So you're going to see me be supply blocked just a little bit. But it's no biggie. Just if you want to play this out perfectly, that's what you want to do. Your next thing to do is your next 100 gas should be invested into a sentry, and then at 29 supply you want to get your 2 gateways at your wall off. So that's going to give you a total of 3 gateways. Then at 30 supply you want to get your 4th gateway, and there's your 4 gateways. Pretty much how your money is being spent at this time. You're still making probes throughout this as well, so not cutting probes whatsoever. Alright, so another timing to keep in your head is the right here, this game time, 5:35. You probably could do 5:40. 5:35 is just gives you a little bit of time for this. This timing is where your Forgate's gonna finish. Yeah, see, I do 5:43. Where your Forgate finishes, you're gonna be able to warp in. This Pylon's gonna finish right when you can warp in. So at 6 minutes, this Forgate will finish, and then you just have to wait for these gateways to turn into Forgates. And see how this Pylon finishes up. Around this time, the Forgate finishes. So now you can warp in. The timing's really nice to know, so that way you know that you don't have to put any pylons at 5 minutes or 4:30 or anything dramatic like that super early in the game. Just remember 5:35/5:40. I want to get a proxy pylon down. Alright, so you're just gonna warp in nothing but Zealots. Gonna stop right here. So he doesn't have a 3rd base, right? So I'm just gonna be pressuring the front. if he has a third base and you feel like you could kill him, your chronoboost should be invested into your Forgate. You should chronoboost this so you can get your units a little bit quicker, so you can confirm that you could kill this off. If he doesn't have a third base, he's only on 2, then you want to use your chronoboost on probes. So this is where it kind of changes up a little bit, so I'm not going to write the supply obviously at the same time, because you might be losing zealots a little bit quicker than others. You just use it on probes, which is going to allow you to have better economy super early in the game, which means your next transition, the Immortal Sentry All-In, will hit a lot quicker. Makes it a little bit stronger. Alright, so I'm still going to be pressuring because you know what, he can't actually hold this still. But now I see the roaches. So once I see these roaches come out, this is the last warp-in cycle that I'm doing with Zealots. From here, I want to be like, you know what, let's go back into Robo. Now if he's still on Lings and you are like killing Zerg, then go ahead and warp in more Zealots then. Just remember that every time you warp in Zealots, that's 400 minerals that could have been invested into a quicker Robo, to quicker gases, and all that kind of stuff. So let's say that he actually holds, right? Should be around this time. You want to get your Robo around 7:30 or around as soon as possible. And 7:30 should be that limit right there. So 7:30, get your Robo, 8 minutes, get your gases. And that's the timing you want. If you can get it sooner, awesome. If you can't, it's okay. Just try to keep it close to 7:30 and then 8 minutes for your gases as well. Warp-in wise, you want to warp in nothing but sentries and zealots at this point. If he was Go Inspire, he wouldn't have gone for these roaches. If he was Go Inspire anyways, he would be staying on Lings. If you're staying on Lings, you would just keep on warping the zealots and you'll end up killing them. So the fast Spire thing, out of the question right there. It's not going to really work against you. So here he goes. La la la. You want to chronoboost out Immortals here, obviously. And you want to start adding on your gateways whenever you can. You actually want, I made a little bit more probes than usual. You actually just need 45 probes. Just need 22 each base, 60 on the minerals, 6 in the 2 gas, so 3 in each gas. And then 1 extra probe to put up proxy Pylon. I accidentally made a little bit more. But anyways, you want to get up, you want to add 3 more gateways whenever you can. So you'll have a total of 7 gateways. And make your 2 Immortals. And once you have that second Immortal out, that's when you want to move out and attack Zerg. You want to make a Warp Prism after the Immortal. A tip that I kind of do with the Warp Prism is that I don't rally it with my units, because if you do, it's going to pick it up. I just rally it to my Mothership Core, and my Mothership Core rally to one of my units or so. If you are, if you don't have the mechanics to constantly send them individually, just have it right clicked or so on one of your units, so just follow that unit until it dies. And then as with the Warp Prism, you want to make an Observer, of course, just in case he has Burrow or anything kind of like that. Alright, so you're moving out with Zealot, Sentry, Immortal. You can reinforce with Stalkers at this point, or if you need more Sentries, then go ahead and make more Sentries and more Zealots. That's just a preference style. I tend to like my Stalkers at this point because I already have a lot of Sentries. A lot of energy as well. So you're gonna go ahead and attack. Wow, I just said that twice. I'm gonna go ahead and attack here and pretty much win the game. Yeah, this is pretty much how most of my games go. I just push out like this and kind of just win. I haven't faced anything yet that is a groundbreaking that could kill me. I mean, there's possible ways of killing this. You can get that, Zergs can get that Lucky Burrow Banelings, put them on the map, because you can see my observers pretty late. So when you're moving across the map and you have all these sentries bunched up, which you generally will have as Protoss, you can detonate the Banelings, kill off all the sentries, and then this is pretty much dead, right? So you can do that. Just stay on Roach Ling, and it's really hard to do Ling Hydra because you need to make roaches early off. And I'm not sure how that's gonna pan out for you if you're a Zerg player. But Roach Ling, probably the safest way of holding this off. But I haven't faced any zergs that's able to hold this off, honestly, so that's just me theory crafting at this point. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you have any comments or questions or anything like that, feel free to leave it in the comments below. You can check out my website at flatlinese2.com for other Protoss content and stuffs that you might find interesting and educational and informative. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you later.